and welcome to the Hula Hoop Fit 366 channel on YouTube. Today is day 120 out of 366 days of the Believe in Yourself challenge. I am Natasha M. Burrell, aka Tashii Moto. It's Sunday, so on Sundays we do 2 minutes of breathing instruction, 16 minutes of hula hooping while reading the Bible, and then we finish off with 2 minutes of breathing instruction. So we're going to get right to it because it's 10:52 Eastern Standard Time, and I need time to post on the other social media platforms as well. Okay? So hi if you're live, if not, catch you on the replay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Two more. Last one. 5, 4. Hello everyone. I can see your comments, but they're small. So give me a minute to get to them, okay? Just let me do 4 more of these. Last one. Alright. So we're stopping. Hi. I don't know, I never really thought about if I would rather one leg or one arm. Probably one arm, because then I could get in a wheelchair and push myself around. And I could do more with my hands than I can with my feet. We are hula hooping. Today is day 120 of the Believe in Yourself challenge. We are reading Holy Bible, King James Version, Genesis, the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 1 is where we're starting off tonight. Okay? So I'm going to start the timer first so I can put my phone down. 16 minutes, 16 seconds. Yes, thank you. And now we're going to start the hula hooping. Going to stabilize the hoop. So I just want to let you guys know, on Sundays when we read the Bible for 16 minutes, I'm not as engaged because I'm trying to read as much as I can during the 16 minutes and process what's going on. This book is pretty interesting. I don't know what actual page we're on, but like I said, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 1, and we are up to Joseph sold into Egypt. Okay? And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger, in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren, and the lad was with the sons of Bilhah, and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph bore unto his father their evil report. Verse 3. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children, because he was the son of his old age. And he made him a coat of many colors. And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him and could not speak peaceably unto him. They was jealous. No need to be. Everybody has their own place in the kingdom and in the family. Thank you. Verse 5. And Joseph dreamed a dream, and he told it his brethren, and they hated him yet the more. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood round about, and made obeisance to my sheaf. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us? Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream more, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me. And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brethren indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee, to the earth? And his brethren envied him, but his father observed the same. Verse 12. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem. Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here am I. And he said to him, Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren, and well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I seek my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence, for I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren, and found them in Dothan. And when he saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him. And they said one to another, Behold, this dreamer cometh. Come now therefore, and let us slay him, and cast him into some pit. And we will say, Some evil beast hath devoured him, and we shall see what will become of his dreams. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered him out of their hands and said, Let us not kill him. And Reuben said unto them, Shed no blood, but cast him into this pit that is in the wilderness, and lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands to deliver him to his father again. Verse 23. And it came to pass, when Joseph was come into his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat of many colors that was on him. And they took him and cast him into a pit. And the pit was empty. There was no water in it. And they sat down to eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked, and behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead with their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh, going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, What profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood? Come, let us sell him to the Ishmaelites, and let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh. And his brethren were content. Then there passed by Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph into Egypt. Verse 29. And Reuben returned unto the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit. And he rent his clothes. And he returned unto his brethren and said, The child is not, and I whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats, and dipped the coat in the blood, and they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, This have we found. Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no. And he knew it and said, It is my son's coat. An evil beast has devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces. And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son for many days. Verse 35. And all his sons and all his daughters rose up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, For I will go down into the grave unto my son mourning. Thus his father wept for him. And the Midianites sold him into Egypt, and Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh's and captain of guard. Like, that is so messed up. And he was the baby of the bunch. So this is what your big brothers do to you because they was jealous of the relationship with the father, and jealous that he got the coat and didn't really like his dreams. But that's like really messed up. So Genesis chapter 38 verse 1, Judah and Tamar. And it came to pass at that time that Judah went down from his brethren and turned into a certain Adullamite, whose name was Hirah. And Judah saw there a daughter of a certain Canaanite, whose name was Shua. And he took her and went in unto her. And she conceived and bare a son, and he called his name And she conceived again and bare a son, and she called his name Onan. And she yet again conceived and bare a son, and called his name Shelah. And he was at Shezib when she bare him. And Judah took a wife for his firstborn, whose name was Tamar. Verse 7. And Judah's firstborn, was wicked in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord slew him. And Judah said unto Onan, Go in unto thy brother's wife, and marry her, and raise up seed to thy brother. And Onan knew that the seed should not be his. And it came to pass, when he went in unto his brother's wife, that he spilled it on the ground. lest that he should give seed to his brother. And the thing which he displeased the Lord, wherefore he slew him also. Then said Judah to Tamar his daughter-in-law, Remain a widow at thy father's house, till Shelah my son be grown. For he said, Lest peradventure he die also, and his brethren as his brethren did. And Tamar went and dwelt in her father's house. Verse 12. And in process of time, the daughter of Shua, Judah's wife, died, and Judah was comforted, and went up to his sheep shearers with Timnath, he and his friend Hirah, the Adulamite. And it was told Tamar, saying, Behold, thy father-in-law go up to Timnath to shear his sheep. And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place, which is by the way to Timnath. For she saw that Shelah has grown, and she was not given unto him to wife. When Judah saw her, he thought her to be a harlot, because she had covered her face. And he turned, Pray thee, let me come in unto thee. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. What? And she said, What wilt thou give me, that thou mayest come in unto me? And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, Wilt thou give me a pledge, till thou send it? And he said, What pledge shall I give thee? And she said, Thy signet, and thy bracelets, and thy staff that is in thine hand. And he gave it to her, and came in unto her, and she conceived by him. So he didn't know this was his daughter-in-law, but she knew this was her father-in-law. And she arose and went away, and laid by her veil from her, and put on the garments of her widowhood. Verse 20. And Judah sent the kid by the hand of his friend, the Adulamite, to receive his pledge from the woman's hand, but he found her not. Then he asked the men of that place, saying, Where is the harlot that was openly by the wayside? And they said, There was no harlot in this place. And he returned to Judah and said, I cannot find her. And also the men of the place said that there was no harlot in this place. And Judah said, Let her take it to her, lest we be shamed. Behold, I sent this kid, and thou hast not found her. Verse 24. And it came to pass about 3 months after, that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, thy daughter-in-law, hath played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, Bring her forth, and let her be burnt. Bring her forth, and let her be burnt? Okay. 25. When she was brought forth, she sent to her father-in-law, saying, By the man whose these are, am I with child. And she said, Discern, I pray thee, whose are these? The signet and bracelets and staff. And Judah acknowledged them and said, She has been more righteous than I, because that I gave her not to Shelah my son, and he knew her again no more. Verse 27. And it came to pass in the time of her travail, that behold, twins were in her womb. And it came to pass when she travailed, that the one put out his hand, and the midwife took and bound upon his hand a scarlet thread, saying, This came out first. And it came to pass, and he drew back his hand, that behold, his brother came out. And she said, How hast thou broken forth? This breach be upon thee. Therefore his name was called Pharez. And afterward came out his brother, that had the scarlet thread upon his hand, and his name was called Zerah. Joseph and Potiphar's wife. Genesis chapter 39, verse 1. And Joseph was brought down to Egypt, And Potiphar, an officer of Pharaoh, captain of the guard, an Egyptian, brought him of the hands of the Ishmaelites, which had brought him down thither. And the Lord was with Joseph, and he was a prosperous man, and he was in the house of his master, the Egyptian. And his master saw that the Lord was with him, and that the Lord made all that he did to prosper in his hands. Verse 4. And Joseph found grace in his sight, and he served him, and he made him overseer over his house, and all that he had put into his hand. And it came to pass from the time that he made him overseer in his house, and over all that he had, that the Lord blessed the Egyptian's house for Joseph's sakes. And the blessing of the Lord was upon all that he had in the house and in the field. And he left all that he had in Joseph's hand, and he knew not aught he had, save the bread which he did eat. So we left off at Genesis chapter 39, verse 6. Book of Genesis, chapter 39, verse 6. So that's the hula hooping for today. Now we're going to do our breathing instruction for today. Thank you, guys. Well, we read the Bible on Sundays. This is what God told me to do. So that's who I listen to. I don't even listen to myself. Definitely not to nobody else. Okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 3 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, we're going to do it for 10 seconds. 10 seconds, okay? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost done. This is the end of it. Shake it, shake it, shake 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 it. One more again. Shake it, shake it, shake it. 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 Shake it, shake it. Shake it. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you. whatever. I am from Harlem, New York. Be kind or be quiet or be out. Thank you so much for being here today. Day 120 out of 366 days of hula hooping at least 16 minutes. Whew. I'm running out of time for my posting on the other channels tonight, so I just want to say, believe in yourself. I believe in you. God believes in you. You believe in you. Peace and blessings.